back to the channel. It's a self-educated entrepreneur, and I'm in the line here at the Blue Beacon in Ohio. Wanted to come to you to talk about being aware and being prepared with this economic downturn, the nefarious things our government's been doing, recession, and being over leveraged. I know we've talked about this in the past. I think that people need to really wake up and do their due diligence to read. Instead of being told the information, I think you need to receive information. And what you don't understand in the jargon of it, look up the definitions, figure things out. Whether, like in the medical field, a lot of people can't follow a doctor or nurse when they're talking about things, and they have to put them in layman's terms because it is very hard to understand all the medical terminology. And it's the same with economics and finances and stuff like that. Teach yourself. Do your due diligence. You'll be more proud and more confident when you do that kind of work on your own. So don't be reliant on that you're getting the truthful information from the media, from the government and stuff. Question everything. And I've been saying that right along. That being said, when I say be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on. Don't just turn on the mainstream media. Just don't turn that on and think they gave me everything I need to know in a 30-minute span. Look around. Locally, nationally, and internationally. Look around of what you're seeing and hearing and compare. Sorry about that. Look around and investigate what you're seeing and hearing, and get more backstory and more in-depth about it. So I think that will make you a better person. I'm more of a political atheist. I don't take any side of the aisle. I want to know what the ideology is on both sides, and right now it's not for the best of us. So I'm going to leave it at that. Financial wise, we're going in to get our taxes done this weekend. This is Thursday. I'm going to have Friday and Saturday. I'll probably be heading back out Sunday. For the most part, I'll probably get a video out here soon of the truck. I'm getting it washed. It's been nice. I've already put in about 9,000 miles on it in the last 3 weeks. So it's been doing good. Been having a good time out here. Can't stress it enough that how much I've enjoyed trucking now than I did back in the 80s and 90s. Far more than I did in healthcare. Looking back, I think I was more miserable in healthcare, internally, physiologically, and externally on the outlook of my future in healthcare. It just felt like, I don't know, you hit a plateau and that's all you can do. I don't know. I think just didn't see a future in that. And everyone's got their perception of things in the career world. So this for me works. I've been around this. I enjoy it. Could I walk away from it if I was financially more stable? I've got other cats I can skin to Sunday, but right now this is working out good. So that all. How are you folks doing out there? Life treating you good? Are you looking ahead, making sure your company is stable? Is your job stable? Are you going over and above to make yourself more valuable as an asset to that company? Are you requesting more stuff that can keep you busy? So that's things you need to know, that you want to front run your coworkers to keep active and maintain that job, even though if you may hate it, But right now, jobs are getting more and more scarce. It's not like it was 2 years ago. A lot of companies, say for instance, the Parks and Rec in Denver, Colorado, instead of laying people off, and you can Google this, I'm not going to throw links in on this, but it's out there. I've already heard it from 3 other channels, but basically they're just saying you're getting 0 hours for this week. So basically, don't come into work. We have no work.
Sorry about that.
So forgot about the I got the CB up and going too in here, so that's all in. I'll reveal that. And I have all my LED track lighting in here and the wheel hubs, all that, so everything's pretty well dialed in on this. But with Denver, the Parks and Rec, they're just telling the people don't come into work. They're not laying them off, but they're not giving them no hours to work. Basically, they're just pressuring them to say, quit on us. That way they don't have to pay unemployment benefits. So that's the kind of stuff going on right now out there. So your job, don't go in with an attitude. Don't go in pumping your chest like they'll never get rid of you or anything. Go in cautiously and go in knowing that you're trying to go over and above and be more valuable to them. Bring them value. So just moving ahead here, but make yourself to where, you know, basically to look at it, you want to be the last person they want to lay off because you bring that much value, until they're basically bankrupt, whatever, and closing the doors and folding shop. So keep that in mind, and be prepared. Get out of debt. As I was explaining this to my spouse today, if everyone in the country, North American, everyone in the United States was to pay off all their debts, you know, knowing that realistically right now that wouldn't happen, you know, that can't happen because most people just aren't smart with their money. Hopefully we are here on this channel. But if your home mortgage, your credit cards, your car loans, stuff like that, if everything was paid off and the banks were owed nothing, see, the loans they issue out is their assets. The banks would fold shop and be bankrupt tomorrow if they had no loans out there. So your best bet is to get out of debt, which everyone preaches, and secondly, get your household in check. Get some cash reserves going in case you are laid off, that you have some cash money to cover your spread for expenses, mortgage, utilities, insurance, and stuff. Make sure your vehicles are in order too. Last thing you want is, you know, if the air conditioning's not working, hey, that's not priority, but for heaven's sakes, make sure your engine, transmission, your drive line is, you know, it can get you A to B and get you transportation, whether to go look for another job if you're laid off, or to get the medical needs, groceries, if you have to bug out in a natural disaster emergency. So just keep that stuff as far as being prepared, and make sure your house, you know, if you can barter with a farmer or someone that's growing their own food, that if you got a service you can render in exchange for maybe stockpiling some food, get an extra freezer, get an extra refrigerator, stuff like that. Look at the tools that take brass and lead. Protect everything you have, because you have to protect, because when push comes to shove and people are desperate and they have no money, and there's, say, the electricity's turned off and these people are cold, hungry, thirsty, they're going to kick your door in. They're not going to come in and ask you at that point. They're going to kick your door in, and they're coming after your food, and they're going to go over top of you to get to it. So just know that desperate times will flip the script on a lot of people's psyche and the way they react and act to situations like that. EMP attack imagine how much technology and IT we have and computer chips in the world right now, that an EMP was the hit and it just shut everything down because everything's so reliant on computers and computer chips. It's ridiculous. I would rather live my life computer free, far less government, like 95% less government. Our government's only there to maintain the hedge the military and the protecting our borders, and they're far over exceeded that, you know, compared to what our founding fathers wanted us to have, because the people are supposed to be in control of this nation, not the military, not the government. So I've been having a good trip. I did a personal achievement on this run this week. I covered 5 states: Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia. I did pass through Tennessee last night after I made my last Western Virginia delivery. I passed through Bristol, up through Knoxville, and came up. Did Kentucky, and then finished up in Cincinnati. And I'm on my way in, stopping off to get my truck and trailer washed, and heading in. I'll be in tonight for a Thursday night, and then I'll be on the computer tomorrow, getting some of my classes that I've bought into, trading, swing trading classes, real estate classes. I got enough stuff to keep me busy, so I'm definitely gonna say, I told my spouse I would be setting the alarm and getting up early and getting boots on the ground with that tomorrow. But I wanted to reach out to you folks. We're doing great. 21 stops, 5. I didn't calculate the miles. Last week I did 5 days, 2,800 miles. The week before that I did 6 days, 2,600 miles in the truck since I gotten it back. So it's been great, smooth. Happy to have it. And going forward, I can't be thankful enough. I'm blessed every day that I got my health. I've got my spouse that supports me with this time away from home. She does not rail me about it, but gives me all the support to be out here and be stress-free while I'm working and driving. And we know this isn't going to be always forever, but for now it keeps us afloat financially and securely. Like I said, I'm happy and blessed to have the blue collar skills to fall back on from when I got my hours got cut and let go there in healthcare. Shoot, that's been well, 11 years ago, and I've you know, never looked back and say could have, should have, would have, other than I should have invested my education in a different direction. But I've got at least that skill set to be able to follow up with my wife's medical stuff, to be able to read reports and understand what doctors are conveying to us. But until next time, folks, I want to get a video, hopefully by Monday, to get this truck shined up so I can show it to y'all. And just know this is what I do. This is what I enjoy. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand a lot of people just want to be home, do 6-8 hours a day, then sit and game, watch TV, whatever it is. Hey, you do you, as I've said before. But I don't look at the masses and follow lockstep. It's one thing I've always done. I march at my own beat. I follow. I blaze my own trail and do what I do. And maybe some people may see that and try to follow along, but for the most part, I think you need to do what's best for you and your family, and keep on that path to be your own financial advisor, be your own healthcare advocate, be your own investor, and question everything, always and forever. So, self-educated entrepreneur, we're out. Continue educating and stay safe, folks.